Think we're live. I think we're live. Let's go. All right. How goes everyone's day? Always good to hear, man. Always good to hear. Not my end. That'd be your end. Nope. Might be my end. It says frames drop, so not sure what the issue could be there. Well, it looks alright on my end. Ish. Maybe not. Give me one sec here. Oh, day goes alright. It got pretty warm. Did get pretty warm. Yeah, it's looking all right now. Not sure what the issue was. All right. So Intel is reportedly preparing supercharged Nova Lake AX mobile chips for gaming. Team Blue's high performance APU to rival AMD Strix Halo. What? Need to open this up. Give me one sec here. How's it going, board? All right. So, the popular Intel leaker has confirmed to Tom Hardware that Intel is preparing a Nova Lake-based mobile chip designed to face off with AMD's Strix Halo APU. Preliminary Nova Lake AX with another hardware leak source, HXL, commenting Intel Halo, indicating that this fabled silicon could be Team Blue's answer to the mobile APU with a powerful integrated GPU that AMD claims can reportedly be a discrete RTX 4070 laptop GPU in modern games. Okay, that's the Strix, the Strix Halo there that they're talking about. That's what AMD's claiming, and then yeah, if Intel can make this Nova Lake actually do something like that, be pretty good. So it's the first time that Intel are using the AX suffix in its lineup. Its current top-tier mobile gaming processor with a strong integrated GPU is the Core Ultra 9 285HX, which features 4 GPU cores. Intel's Arrow Lake HX chips only have 6 to 8P cores and 8 to 16E cores. You also get the same number of threads since the company ditched hyperthreading to improve power efficiency. Its TDP ranges from 55 watts to 160 watts, but the maximum you can achieve will still depend on the laptop manufacturer. Board manufacturers have a big say on that too, and there'll be like warranties and that Intel will say you can only go up to this amount. On the other hand, the most powerful Strix Halo chip, the AMD Ryzen AI Max Plus 395, and I went over that. It's actually pretty beastie actually. Boasts 40 GPU compute units, enabling it to compete with directly with discrete mobile graphics cards. Strix Halo APUs range from 6 to 16 cores, delivering 12 to 32 threads, and can be configured with up to 120 gigabytes of soldered RAM. That's the only thing that sucks about them is, yeah, they're soldered RAM. But they have a really high frequency, which is nice. They have a minimum TDP of 45 watts and go as high as 120 watts for the most powerful mobile workstations. The biggest disadvantage of the Strix Halo family is that it uses solid RAM. What do you know? Whereas Arrow Lake HS generally lets you expand your system later on, as in they're just using SODIMM generally. For some people, right, the price is right. It's more or less the price is right, and they're getting something new that they can actually afford, right? That's the main thing. The question is, they're doing all this stuff, moving the X3 cache around so they can hit higher clock speed, but they were already blowing up, hitting over 5. Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. The leaks that I'm seeing on all this stuff, it doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense. From everything I've read on what's going to happen with this, it doesn't make sense what they're doing. Or the leaks. Doesn't make sense what the leaks. The rumors are saying that they're going to hit 6.4 and up. I just don't believe it. Nah, it's not going to happen, man. I'm calling it right now. If they can manage to hit 6.4, and again, they're testing 6.4. It's not a confirmed that 6.4 is working. It's just they're testing it. And they would have to make sure that the voltages are right, the temperatures aren't going to go too high. If these frequencies are going to be going up to there, the actual all core, because generally that's what you could be looking at is all core anyway. It's not single core, but all core boost. How high is that going to hit? Is that actually going to hit 5.9 or 6 gigahertz all core? I just don't see it. Then the single core boost to 6.4, I just don't believe it's going to be a thing because you don't generally use a single core. That's what a lot of people don't realize. You don't use a single core most of the time. Core up to 726K because it's great price performance for... Yep. Yeah, it is pretty good. Yeah, same here, man. It will do, yeah, it'll do the same to me. I'll be thoroughly shocked. Let's say that. Thoroughly shocked. I don't believe these rumors. They're not leaks. AMD, nowhere. Again, I've looked everywhere. AMD has not confirmed anything that these rumors are saying. That all of these other YouTubers and Moore's Law is dead is saying. AMD has not confirmed any of this, I'm gonna say that they might hit single core boost of 6.2. Okay, like as in that's what the chips, the highest end chips get a hit 6.2 single core boost, and might hit like a 5.8 all core, maybe 5.9, but probably around 5.8 all core. And if it does do 5.8 all core, that'd be amazing still. Yeah, because right now their all core boost is 5.45, technically 5.45 gigahertz, and then their single core is 5.7. Okay, that's on the highest end CPU that they have right now. So if they can do higher than that, that'd be amazing. They're also saying it's going to be anywhere from 25 to 40% more expensive. So it's not going to be cheap by any means. You're looking at a minimum probably around $1,000 CPU for the high end. So if the Nova Lake AX does make it to the market, you can expect its specifications and performance to at least match these chips. Unfortunately, we do not have additional information about the processor. At the moment, we know is that the Nova Lake architecture is slated for a launch of 2026, saying probably Q2, maybe Q3 2026 for this. It could be rushed earlier due to the fact that that's kind of what they're doing right now, is that they're working on the Nova Lake and trying to get it out faster than what they're expected, but we'll have to see about that. If Intel follows its usual release schedule, we expect this laptop's variant, including the mysterious Nova Lake AX, to arrive in early 2027. These upcoming chips are crucial for Intel, especially with the disappointing market response to its Arrow Lake CPUs. Hopefully, it will deliver a laptop processor that rivals entry level and maybe even mid range. Laptop graphics cards by then. If they can do this, it will be mid range for sure. Yeah. And what a lot of people are saying that kind of makes sense is, so what the do you even know? A lot of people don't realize just because we're gonna get more faster core speed, it's only gonna help certain games, right? The core clocks is only gonna help certain games. The actual raw output will help other games at like 1440p and 4K. 1080p though, the actual frequency will help on like FPS games, like your esport games, your high refresh rate games. That's where the clock rate actually comes into play big time. How much RAM do you use? Whoa. Whoa. Slow down there, donkey. Yep, exactly. When you're going to the higher resolution. Yes, when you're going to the higher resolution. But again, if you're like very competitive, like on like high refresh rate games like CS2, I mean Apex Legends a little bit, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, PUBG, those kind of games there, the refresh rate actually matters more. That's about it. So I would spend your money on the CPU than the GPU. But again, there's only a select games. Yeah, and I guess that's what a lot of people care about, and that's what I mean. You do sound like an AMD fanboy that way because you're only talking about games. We're for the gamers, even though the price doesn't make sense right now for them. I mean, Apex, you don't need the highest refresh rate for Apex, but I mean, yeah, it does help. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's not a niche. It's majority of people play these games. Like CS2, man, like per month there's like 30 million people that play. They average like 350,000 players a day. They average. It's one of the most played games in the world. Marvel Rivals was for a bit, but Marvel Rivals has gone downhill in that aspect. I guess the real niche nowadays is more like Black Ops. Or not Black Ops, Call of Duty. The COD boys. I mean, it's not nowhere near what it used to be. Yeah, they were the cheapest, right? Now they're not. Now they're not a contender for the price to performance anymore. Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Agree. I 100% agree with that. But a lot of people spend the money on the hardware to compete with the pros, as in if they got what the pros have, like the monitors, the keyboard, the mouse, the computer, the high refresh rate and all that, they can try to get better. Are they at that level? Definitely not. Will they get to that level? Majority of them, no. Ah. Yeah, but only time will tell when about this Zen 6. Only time will tell. They ain't getting better yet. I hear you there. Bam. I mean, the 2600X was a decent price when it came out. It was decent. It was decent. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't realize. That the Intel CPU would be a better choice, but they bought AMD, or a lot of these recommendations was to use AMD because the price to performance. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. The deals were really good. I went over a bunch of the deals and they were pretty damn good, man. At least I gotta say they were pretty good. We can go over some of the. Actually, I got. Just give me 1 second. I got. So, budget builds for under $500. Budget for AMD and Intel. I did for AMD and Intel for some budget builds here. So the CPU 5600G, which is 6 core, 12 thread. You're just gonna use the iGPU. It's an APU, right? So it's just gonna use the iGPU, the Vega 7. But you can throw in an RX 580 or a 1650. I would opt for the RX 580 because you can find them for a really good buy. Like generally, you can find them for around $50, which means you get it fairly like build the system under $500. CPU 5600G, motherboard MSI B550M Pro, Wi-Fi edition. So the CPU is $115 roughly. Motherboard's about $70. RAM 16 gigabyte 2x8 DDR4 3200 CL16. You can get it for about $35. Storage 512 gigabyte NVMe, which is just fine. It's Gen 3 for about $30. Case plus PSU. The case is the Montec X1 with a 500 watt PSU or similar, so you can get that for about $60. GPU integrated Vega 7 graphics card, so you don't have to worry about GPU unless you're going to do the RX 580, or again, like I said, the GTX 1650. I would opt for the RX 580, 8 gigabyte though. The extras, so Wi-Fi, Bluetooth on board, which you don't have to worry about, and you know, that's pretty good there. And the total comes to around $400 for that build. Now, the Intel budget PC build for under 500. CPU i3-12100F, 4-core, 8 thread. It's really good per core, so for $90, it's a good buy. GPU RX 580, or again, you could opt for the 1650. I would go again for the RX 580. Motherboard ASRock B660M HDV. It is DDR4, so you can save some money right now because you can get the 16 gigabyte kits. Yeah, it's 16 gigabytes, but it's a very cheap PC. So the RAM 16 gigabyte DDR4 3200 CL16, you get around $40. Storage 512 gigabyte NVMe drive for about $30. And then the same case and PSU Montec X1 plus 500 watt PSU, and you can get that just under right around $400. So pretty good build in my opinion. No. So if you're using the 5600G, what you're gonna want to do is not play at 1080p. You can do 1080p low settings. The frames won't probably be the greatest, playable of course. That's why I'm saying opt, and you can still get the whole system for about just over $400. If you do an RX 580 used, you can pick them up for like $50-$60. These can't go wrong with that there, Theo. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, it does not work in conjunction at all. That's frequency, so you have a pretty good efficient CPU then. I mean, you gotta like that. You gotta like the efficiency. You mean for like the APUs? You give the CPU a portion of the RAM. You can allocate the RAM. Yeah, for the iGPU. Yep. That's why these AI Max 395 plus. No, the Max Plus 395s. They're insane. Yeah. It's not extra RAM. You allocate RAM to the GPU. That's why if you have more RAM for like the those 5600 Gs and that 5700 Gs, 8700 Gs, the more RAM you have, the more you can allocate to it, right? And if you go look at like the framework mini desktop PCs with the AI Max Plus 395, and you look at like the 128 gigabyte, you can allocate 64 gigs to the iGPU. You can use, I mean, the best thing you can do is how much whatever you want to use for the game. Yeah, you technically have less RAM. That's why you're gonna have more RAM than usual in one of those CPUs. You allocate half your RAM. So if you're expecting to use, 20 gigs of RAM in the game, make sure you have 20 gigs of RAM for your CPU, and then you can allocate the rest to the GPU. Act like VRAM. Act like VRAM. The iGPU, not the GPU. The iGPU. The integrated GPU. You can't allocate the RAM to the GPU. GPU has to run on VRAM. The iGPU runs on CPU RAM. If that makes sense. Yeah, so if you buy 64 gigs of RAM, you can allocate 32 gigs to the iGPU. No, because VRAM is way faster than RAM, right? And it would be latency because they would have to go from the CPU, RAM, GPU, CPU instead of it just being right by the GPU core. Well, so there'll be latency involved with that. Um, Technically, yes. I would opt for 750 or 850 watt, but technically 650 watt would work. As long as you're not, maxing out the CPU while gaming and maxing out the GPU. Depends on how many fans you have and a whole bunch of other things. But I would opt for 750 watt or 850 watt, but 650 watt technically will work. It'll just make it work. And that's all. It'll just get hot. If I had 32 gigs of RAM, I look into the iGPU, that equivalent graphics card would be like a no. No. You gotta remember the power of the actual iGPU matters too. EVGA, Seasonic, and now actually MSI. For top three, and then it'll probably be like Corsair, and I mean NZXT makes some decent prices, but EVGA, I like my EVGA Supernovas. I do like MSI now because due to the fact if you check onto their new power supplies and that, they have full PC coverage for warranty. So if their power supply goes and it destroys your GPU, it's covered by their warranty. They'll replace your GPU. Again, there'll be like a whole RMA process for this, but their warranty covers your whole PC. And that's what's nice about the MSI's power supplies. And then, like I said, Seasonic. They're just a really good brand. Yeah, they're expensive, but they're good. $679 PC case. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, I have EVGA, Corsair. I have mostly just EVGA power supplies, so. I like the MSI because they are well built and the new warranty is insane. It has a cyberpunk style. Ooh. EVGA Supernova G2 650 right now. It's running great since I got it around 9.5 years ago. Ole. You're saying running great? You're saying running great, and it's 9 years, almost 10 years old. You're saying it's running great still? Have you cleaned it out? Like, have you blown it out with some air? I bet it's dusty, but it's running pretty hot, man. Ooh, EVGA Kingpin Z690. Nice. Yeah, I got an 850 watt G2 Supernova. And I got a whole bunch. Got a whole bunch of EVGAs. Yeah, lower end EVGA still amazing. 850 watt. The only 650 watt power supply I have is a Corsair CX650M. They're nice though. Works great for what I need, for whenever I need it. Yeah, it's a very expensive PC build by the sounds of it, man. It sounds really expensive. MSI, Great White. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with it. Oh yeah, the Black Dot doing the 12,872 megatransfer per second on DDR5 actually got outbeat by, I think, Salty Croissant. Have a BS server. MSI Polar Bear Assassin. What? What is that? It'd be one hot place to live. She'd be toasty. She'd be toasty. Yeah, I kind of figured. I kind of figured you were. MSI Polar Bear Assassin. So, NVIDIA's new consumer desktop PC chip is delayed until 2026. 2026. Unfortunate. Sad, sad days. Putting down MSI power supplies? You're joking. They're so overbuilt. They're good. And the prices actually aren't terrible. What is that guy smoking? $100 PC build challenge. I mean, if you want a piece of crap, sure, go ahead. I don't want to beat you on that. I don't want to build crap. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Born. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you're not gonna buy it, it's no point. I mean, doing a $100 PC build for like a cheap NAS is actually a good idea, but for anything besides that, no. No. It's not worth the money. You can save that $100 and put it towards an actual PC. I mean, if you can buy used, you can buy used. It'd be no problem. But you'd have to buy used. Yeah. I was able to put up a score for 1080 Ti. It's only a second place, but it's what I got for a quick couple runs. Oh my god. Let's see what we got here. So we're still in first. 504 points. Second place has 446 points. Stone rated power supply. Because I get a $100 case at the same price as a cheap $70 case, but it's still $70 either way. Well, yeah, but I mean, you can get cheaper than $70 cases. NVIDIA GPU here, Night Raid. Yeah, I got us a second place right now for 1080 Ti Night Raid. I'll be redoing it tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably redo it. Tomorrow's night's supposed to get fairly cool. Might be tomorrow night, early in the morning. We'll see. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that kind of power supply, eh? Seasonic 750 watt. Decent. I mean, you can't complain about that for the price, right? So they're pretty. I mean, that's a good price for that power supply. Holy. Yeah, they're kind of meh. They're kind of meh. Unless you're getting the ones with the underside cooling and then the backside cooling. Yeah, doing some decent builds for a good price is where it's at. That is where it's at. Oh, no good. What you doing? Surviving? It costs as much as cheese. Yeah, basically. Basically. Yep. I hear you there, Born. I hear you there. It's hard to get everything to match for, decent price. Especially if you're trying to do a white build. They just seem to be really expensive. You think the US is bad? Man, you think the US PC part market is bad. Jeez. You should come to Canada. That's pretty good. You gotta think, man. For a whole PC build, you're not getting them cheap. I don't know why people are thinking they can get their cheap PCs. I mean, if you want a crappy Dell system that doesn't have a GPU whatsoever, then yeah. That's the thing. With the white builds, you're generally $100 more. Generally, it varies depending on what you're doing. It does vary. A little, just a little. Nah, it wouldn't be the same price. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be spending that close to that kind of money on a console, anyways. You're not gonna get a monitor. You're gonna get the console and a controller. You thought $230 for the build? For what? Yeah, compare all you want. It's stop looking at old crap. Not unless you're gonna be doing overclocking and need it. I mean, in a way, they're a bit more reliable, yeah, but you're not gonna get the performance for the same kind of price anymore. For a lot of the older stuff too, it's the prices of them just don't make sense. At least for what some people are selling them as, in my opinion. They're asking too much. Ah, it depends. And I got CPUs that are 15 years, over 15 years old they work like new. He loves solitaire and snakes. What can you do? Ultimate Mind, uh, Minesweeper PC build. Yeah, it might be your old NAS might be reliable, but it's only if you're doing small stuff for it. You prefer GTA 4 over GTA 5? Wow. Fresh, yeah, fresh install Windows, yeah. As long as you're not using Windows 11. Has better physics. Oh. Well, for some things, for especially the newer hardware, the efficiency's better on updated operating systems. It is. All the car physics. You look at my pinky. I had to fold the flap of skin back over it. Although you're missing a chunk. Don't put your finger near 5,000 RPM server fan. Jeez. I was I was switching out the GTX 1080 Ti or the 37 Ti with the 1080 Ti to do the benchmark for Night Raid. I was using the server fan to help cool the RAM. I put the server fan down on the floor, went to pick up the screwdriver, and yeah, Like, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. I literally had to fold this whole portion of the skin back up, though. It was bleeding pretty bad. Yeah, it's high-powered 5,000 RPM fan. It didn't even feel my pinky finger. It didn't even slow down, nothing. It just went tunk 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 really fast. I'm like, well that did not feel good. I wonder how bad it's bleeding. I'm looking. Oh yeah, it's bleeding. It's bleeding. Yeah, I was just switching out. Yeah, I just went to grab the screwdriver to put the screw back in for putting the 1080 Ti in. Oh, heavy. 2 amp. They're 2 amps. They don't slow down, man. They don't slow down. Brushless 2 amp motor. They're heavy. They're heavy duty. How's it going, pal? How's it going? I put a cage. I put a protector over it. So, yeah. Fingers cannot get in there anymore. Yeah, basically sucked my pinky finger in. Ghibli hasn't bruised up yet. No, no. I did that accidentally twice on my Zotac while I was going full bore on my 37 Ti. Those fan blades they go fast at full bore. I did it twice. I felt like I chopped my damn finger off. That was gushing blood everywhere too. That was pretty bad. It's more for stability. But the advancements on VRMs is just the way they make them. It's best to have it. Yeah, exactly, Born. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I remember that. Punched you in the eye. Yeah, the beefier the VRMs on a motherboard, the better. You mean 80A? 80 amp? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's more than enough. More than enough. And PBO, it doesn't do a whole lot, really. In a way. It's more overall, like, yeah. The power that it's the beefier the VRMs, okay? The beefier the VRMs, the cooler of a temperature they're going to be running at. And then what happens there is the actual stability of the actual amperage, and that is way better. It's just overall going to be a steadier input. Like I said, everything from the past basically 4 or 5 years on motherboards, they're way over spec, man. Way over spec, which is good. It's what you want. You want them to be over spec. They're gonna last longer, stay cooler. Overclockability on them is gonna be way better. Yeah, theoretically, yep. What will happen? Your advantages, you can join up with like the discords, talk to them, get information from them, help grow with the team. That's the advantages. That's one. Yeah, I hear you there. Even still, like even like your cheaper motherboards nowadays are the VRMs are just really good on them. No, you won't work with brands. That'll be something you do on your own. Then trying to get a to work with brands is not as easy as what you might think. 5 years, I just couldn't keep heat low. Some grizzly door not or actual the thermal grizzly dura not, but yeah, the thermal grizzly dura not if you don't care about price. If you really don't care about price, get the extreme thermal grizzly extreme cryonaut, the pink stuff, or KPX, the blue stuff. Good for low temperature and ambient temperatures just fine. Yeah, you want a nice thick PCB. 10 layers and up. Gotta love them thick. Thick and juicy. Yeah, the Duranaut's good for the price and lasts. Same thing with the KPX and also Thermal Grizzly Extreme Cryonaut. I mean, it doesn't last that long. You should be redoing your thermal paste once a year. If you're using PTM, you got to realize you have to redo that in a couple of years anyways. It's not forever. PTM is not forever. And it's even nastier to clean up. So, you use PTM, have fun with it. Yeah, 10 layers and up. You want 10 layers and up for overclocking boards. You don't want them 6 layers. You want 10 and up. No, it's they don't. The team doesn't specifically work with Corsair, Seasonic, and AMD. There's gonna be one or two, a couple people that actually have are sponsored by them. They're not partners of the team though. And all you need to do is you need to just get world records. There you go. If you want to get cheap thermal paste works. If you don't care about 6-degree difference in temperatures, get the cheap thermal paste. Don't ask about your Noctua Thermal Grizzly if you're just gonna go with a cheap thermal paste. You never said specifically a thermal, right? You even asked. You even said price does not matter. Then you just went to one of the cheapest thermal pastes you can buy. So Yeah. You just made no sense there, pal. You just made no sense. It's okay. I forgive you. You don't know what you're doing. And it's not the best conductive. It's cheap. You'll have about 6 to 10 degree difference in temperatures compared to the ones you listed up above. No, no, it's not. It's not. It's not 14.7. Um, it's not. MX4 is great. You can get it very cheap. Yeah, very cheap, works pretty good. MX6 is better, of course, but I mean, it's not a huge difference, but you gotta pay a little bit more, of course. Yeah, just because it says that it's 14.7 or 14.6, um, it's not. I don't care. I don't care, man. The companies lie. Have you not actually seen the testing on these things? Companies lie. That's not true. That's not how it is. It's not. It's not. Companies lie. Or their control is very specific on certain CPUs, or certain tests. Very specific. Very, very specific. Real world, that's not how it works. Unfortunate. I don't care that you see it on your phone right now. Companies lie. They like to say, "Oh, my cheap stuff beats out the big brands or the better stuff, the stuff that costs twice as much." So we compare to that. Sorry, man, that's not how it works. Unfortunate. But yeah, that's how it works, man. Peace. Have a good one there, Theo. Yep, you can trust its consistency, its longevity. Huh? All thermal pastes dry out. All thermal pastes dry out, man. All thermal pastes dry out. Again, you can get the Duronaut. You can get the Duronaut, and you get the 3 gram or 4 gram tubes. That'll last you a very long time if you get the squeeze nozzles and you actually put it and store it away properly. You got that for a long time, a long time. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I do it with my extreme overclocking, and I didn't have to change the thermal paste for a whole year. And after I took it apart, guess what? It still was nice and runny. Not, super runny, but I mean, it wasn't dried out after a year of extreme overclocking on it. So, I don't know, man. I don't know who's saying that it dries out in 6 months. That's not true, but sure. If the life of the build is the PTM only lasts 2 to 3 years generally. It's not a guaranteed lifetime. The temperatures will change with PTM, and then when you have to clean PTM, it's nasty. It's absolutely horrible. I don't recommend PTM. A 10 gram tube's gonna last you a long time, man. Like a long time. Just remember, after you're using it with the squeeze tube, you make sure you know, don't have air, and then you put the cap back on, and you can store that away, and it will last a long time. Years, so that whenever you do it, once a year, you can still use it. Like, the stuff I made here, It's slightly dried out, but that's due to the fact this container is not great, and I had it on the side, and the silicone oil separated and leaked out. But it's still usable. It's still usable. It's still, not as liquidy as it was, but you don't want super liquidy thermal paste anyways. That means the actual ingredients in it is very little compared to the silicone oil. Silicone oil is not a very good conductive. The ingredients in it is what makes it conductive. Nah. No, definitely would not recommend PTM at all. Again, MX4. Bam, MX4. Bam. I mean, you definitely don't need to get a 45-gram tube. It's good. It works. It lasts. You store it properly, it's going to last a long time. It's not going to dry out on you. I don't know where these people are getting that these tubes are going to dry out on you. Some people have opened up tubes after like 10 years on older stuff, and it's still usable. It's not dried out. If it's stored properly, it's all the storage. If the people are saying that these things dry out in 6 months, they did not store it properly. I have my Thermal Grizzly Extreme Cryonaut for 3 years in the big jar. The big jar. And it never dried out. It's expensive. It's expensive, just saying. I agree with you on that there, Born. I'm so done with this summer. It's been so hot up here. Today I got up to 38. 38.7. It was a toasty. Tomorrow night's supposed to be really nice, though. I mean, you can get yourself some PTM if you don't want to, do it once a year. I mean, I do recommend every 6 months to redo your thermal paste. Just that way it's redone and, But minimum once a year. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, man. It's hot. So if it's so hot, I would recommend a higher end thermal paste. Because you will see 6 to 10 degree difference in temperature. I know. I've tried, I don't know how many thermal pastes. I've made my own thermal paste that were pretty good. That beat out the cheaper stuff. That beat out the medium end stuff. I've tried the most expensive stuff. I've used the most used stuff. I've tried it all. I would hope so. I mean, if the temperature was up around 60 degrees Celsius, an AIO would have burned out so fast. An AIO would burn out so fast. So, he has AC in his room, so the temperature isn't 60 C. He's just saying Egypt is 60 C. Thermal Grizzly Extreme Cryonaut. The biome. It really is. It's so good. It was good for doing below 0 temperatures, and it was good for ambient. It really is good stuff. It's expensive though. Well, when you're buying like the 33-gram tubs of it, it's expensive. Yeah, man, it's twice that temperature right now in my room. And it got higher than that today. It's twice that in my room. If the temperature that is 20 C, then I guess doesn't... No, exactly. Nah, his temperature's fine. He doesn't need good stuff, really, at that kind of temperature. Now, if it was hot, then yeah, I would recommend more, but 18C is very cool. The nights don't even get that cool for me right now. My room only goes down to about 28 degrees Celsius at night. It goes up to, so far, the most I've seen in my room is 41C. Hooray! Not really, but is what it is. Whole house has AC, that's nice. Age don't matter. It's whether or not you take stuff correctly. Remember, all these YouTubers don't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time. Most of the time. Yeah. For 5 years. If you are changing every 6 months, you probably want 10 grams. You don't need much, right? That's the thing. You don't need a whole lot per use. I go through a lot because I do overclocking. I do it on GPUs, CPUs. I'll use it on RAM kits when I custom them. So I go through a lot. But for 5 years, every 6 months, definitely a 10 gram would be more than enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would. I would test out stuff if people wanted me to. If they want to send me stuff, I'll test stuff out for them. Like, I do actual tests. If you like it, you like it. 30 series is technically way better than the 20 series, but it's whether or not that's up to you. It's up to you why you I don't know why. I don't know why. It's something wrong with your head. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Technology changes, but the way thermal pastes have been made for certain kinds been the same for like 10 years, man. So, and we're not really gonna get any better on actual thermal pastes because there's something wrong with you. I don't know, Mo. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain that. There's something wrong with you. You don't know what you're feeling. Maybe it's euphoria because you like the 2080 Ti. I don't know. No, 1080p is not better at 2080 than 3080. That's it. There's just something wrong with you. I can't explain it. You're the one with the issue. I don't know. Maybe there's something in your frontal lobe that just makes it so that way the 2080 Ti just feels better. It doesn't. The latency is not any difference. The frames is lower on the 2080 Ti versus the 3080. I don't know, man. I can't tell you. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff for like the past 10 years has been good. Yeah, the 33 grams is gonna cost you a lot. Yeah, the 3080 is better. It's just, it's your, you like the 2080 Ti. That's all. You like that for the win. You like that EVGA 38 or 2080 Ti. That's why. The overall performance of the 3080 does beat out the 2080 Ti. The 2080 Ti compares to like a 4060 Ti basically, which is less performance than a 3080. No, it's not. It's not. It's just something wrong with it. It's up here. It's up here there, Born. $77? Oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah. I said it's all up in his mind why he thinks it's better or performing better. It's all in his head. Which is fine. I mean, if he likes it. I mean, it's a nice car. The 20 Ti 4013 is a nice car. It performs just fine for most people. For most people, it's more than enough. It's gonna happen. There you go. I mean, you don't even need to buy 2 grams every 6 months. You're not even gonna use a gram per use, man. I mean, if you're using more than a gram on your CPU, that's a lot. Like 2 grams every year. You're not gonna be using 2 grams on a CPU. Just a couple of grams. Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna use much, man. Don't overdo it. There's no need to overdo it. Don't be overdoing it. Like this 45-gram tube is redone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. GPU 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 30 different uses. Over 30 different uses on a 45-gram tube, and I'm just not even at halfway. Five by 2 grams. I mean, there's your 10 grams. That'll last you a long time. Store them in a nice, cool, dry place. Boom, you're good to go. You're not even going to use a gram per application. So, as long as you got a nice, cool, dry place, dark, dry place to store them, they'll last a very long time. I go through a lot of thermal paste, though. I mean, a thermal paste. I've gone through probably about 200 grams of thermal paste in the last 3 years. But again, I do a lot of overclocking. A lot. No one is going to be using 200 gram plus of thermal paste like I am every 3 years. No one is. You shouldn't even be using 1 gram every 6 months. You shouldn't even be using 1 gram on your CPU. Maybe half a gram, maybe a little bit more, but I mean, if you use a gram, you use a gram. More the merrier, I guess. You just need to cover the CPU. That's it. Because whenever you tighten that AIO air cooler, whatever you're using for a cooler, it's just gonna spread it out, and that little bit is gonna be left. That's what you need to realize. But yeah, you do not use 5 grams a month there. You don't use 5 grams a month. I know, because I know all the hardware you've bought over the past not even year. I just put the Octu on it. No, you don't. You don't repaste every month. For for two for what? For 10 grams? If you're buying the 5x2 gram, it should last you longer than that. Because you post everything that you're doing. That's why. Plus, with the crappy thermal pads that you used on your, with the crappy thermal pads that you used on your 2080 Ti, and you were scared enough just to take apart the 2080 Ti, so, 2 grams, it should last you about 2 years. That's if you're putting it on proper. Just using that amount that you just need. Yeah. You didn't want to do the ones that I recommended that you don't have to worry about them ripping apart. Thermal grizzly stuff, thermal pads. You just don't have to worry about them ripping apart. You can reuse them. They don't leak a ton of silicone oil. You can't. You cannot. You cannot get good thermal pads that won't kill your wallet. They're expensive. I think it's gonna cost you about $50 or $60 in thermal pads just to do your GPU. 400. It's not bad. Can't complain about that. No. No. No, Vaughn. No. 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 That's pretty good. Nice. Yeah, that is about the highest they go for. For especially the EVGA for the Win 3 models. That's generally, yeah, the highest they go for. I wouldn't be buying it at that price, that's for sure. I know that much. Be rip out. No, it's definitely not the cheapest AIO, but I mean, it's thermal, right? They generally sell cheaper stuff. Does not mean they're bad. But the thermal paste, I already know the thermal paste. It's not as good as what they say, unfortunately. The 3080 around 600. It sells for around 600. Yeah, the 3080, 384 bits, 12 gig is 600. Yeah, so that's the average price. Everywhere around my area, that's how much they sell for. I can sell my 3070 Ti for around 600. Yeah, Canadian price. Yeah, 3070 Ti for people that are still doing mining. 3070 Ti is still like the price, like the efficiency rating on them for like the efficiency on it. It's really good. That's why people like them. Yeah. Yeah. I know, man. I already told you. Get the Thermal Grizzly. Nope, not good price. A lot better though, but the price isn't cheap. Uh, I don't know. Did you check out the cryo pads? I know, but the ones you got leak a ton of silicone oil. They're just nasty. They're just nasty. I don't like them. Have you checked out the cryo pads though? The green ones? They're kind of like the Thermal Grizzly ones. Little bit cheaper. They will help temps. It's not if they don't, they will. Yeah, so if you go on to I think it's cryopads.com, you can literally get a kit for each model of GPU. They come with the right size pads and all. The pads are way better for your RAM. Um, for the 2080 Ti, I don't know how much of I mean, how well they really work. But I mean, they would be better. They would drop your temps. They wouldn't leak a ton of silicone. They don't leak a ton of silicone oil. You can't get the cryo pads though. The temps won't be. No, you can't. You can't just reuse. You can't just use them and send them back. It's not how those work. Attempts will be better. It's not if, it will be better. They're a higher end thermal pad. Better thermal conductivity, less oil, very durable. Brutal. Brutal, Born. Brutal. Sure, I guess. Just don't buy them. You already just paid for pads. Then if you get new pads, you're just gonna have to clean up all the silicone oil anyways, and you just spent like what, $20 on them, did you not? 20 or $30. And they will help temps. Because you're using crappy thermal pads right now. I know. I know which ones you got. They're not good. Yeah, I think that's what you paid, around 15. 15 or 20. $18, yeah. Yeah, it's I already know they're better. And I don't use thermal pads. I use copper shims, but you got to do it the right way. It takes hours to set them up to use them. But that's me, and I know you. I dropped my temps on my VRAM by 40 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees Celsius I dropped the temps with copper shims. You don't tax in Egypt? What? Yeah, but I mean, I even told you just save your money, or because I told you, like, those thermal pads you're getting are not the greatest. Yeah, they'll drop the temps, but they also leak a lot of silicone oil. Which, try to get that silicone oil off of it's not really the PCB, it's all the actual, like, because it'll leak right through onto other components. Like, try to take it off of any black surfaces. It makes it look shiny and black, but I mean, it doesn't look good if you don't have the whole thing covered in silicone oil. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Born. I mean, you had enough money to buy a 2080 Ti. Then you really wanted to do thermal pads onto it. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, the pads on GPUs from factory are not the greatest. Well, you're the one that wanted to keep spending money. I mean, you had a system that worked just fine. Now you have all of these components that you want to sell again. I mean, you just can't seem to make up your mind. Good morning. That's how you learn. Yeah, it's good to try new stuff. No, I was right from the start. You didn't listen. You gotta listen, Linda. You gotta listen. I know the games that you play that you don't need a high-end system to play the games you're doing. You could have saved that money. Saved it. You, Linda. Listen, Linda. Linda, listen, Linda, listen, no, Linda. Put a lot of thought into a build once I don't want to take it apart again. I'd rather sell it and then build a new one. There you go. Required, but you're selling all the components already. Oof, but it's required. Oh yeah. You definitely need a high-end system. Yet you can run it on a an old IBM computer. That's what a whole lot of shops use for the AutoCAD. It's just an IBM computer. But yeah, you need a high-end system for AutoCAD. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I mean you didn't need. Yeah, you didn't need. You didn't even need the 20 Ti. It was a good buy. It was a good buy. You got the nice. You got the box. You got everything with it. Yeah. I mean, you did good. I can't say you didn't do good on the prices when you bought it. It's just you're stupid. That's all. You're young. You're dumb. Why a lot of people over the course of like 8 months have told you what to do on certain things. You did not listen to them, and then now all of a sudden you're just wasting your money because you're just a young dumb kid. It makes sense, man. It's all good. It's all good. Drafting class in 1992, they didn't have one. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. No, I've said nothing personal. You are. You're just a young dumb kid. It's all good, man. If you can't understand that you're a young dumb kid, because guess what? We all were there. No, we didn't have AutoCAD back then. Born. No, we didn't. We all were, man. We all. I can't say we weren't. We all were. No need to change the topic. If you don't want to talk about your stupidity, it's okay. I get it. I get it. It's all good, man. Just you've asked people for their opinion, and you just do the exact opposite. You do the exact opposite. Not the same kind of AutoCAD, though. But you want to change the topic. What are you talking about? You want to talk about, but you want to change the topic. Your inner peace? You mean peace as in Peace? Are you sure you went through school? Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely has. Don't be sorry, because you're not really sorry. I know you didn't go through school. No, it's not the way it's spelled, like it or not. It's okay, man. It's okay. Pretty sure that was... Yeah, probably. Oh, you're probably talking more like college. That stuff wasn't in high school back in the day, buddy. That stuff was not in high school back in the day. You did not do any AutoCAD back in high school. Well, lucky you. Well, lucky you. I mean, that's pretty wild that your school had AutoCAD. What do you mean it wasn't in high school? You didn't pay attention in history class, did you, buddy? I try to be. Hey, they got fun, buddy. I did. I mean, not for us. Yeah. Too bad we couldn't get that 4 terabyte working. It kind of sucks. I mean, if you took it apart and actually see if what part was gone with it, probably the actually like the actual arm of itself, then yeah. But that sucks about hard drives trying to get them working again. Like there are ways to get certain ones working again if they die, but not if the actual mechanical hardware dies out. You have to replace it. And $20 for a 4 terabyte is a steal, 100%. I mean, throw it in the trash. Not unless you're actually gonna take it apart and fix it, but you gotta be careful when taking it apart and fixing it. It's still not even a guarantee it will work, and how long it'll work for. Nah, it's not a you don't need a soldering machine. The motor could be burnt out, which is, I mean, maybe a soldering machine would help, but it's not worth it. It costs you more than just to get a new one. Then take time. Yeah. Just not worth it. It's just not worth it. At least in my opinion. You're tripping, yeah. If the actual mechanical hardware is broken, you have to replace the mechanical hardware. Yeah, but taking the amount of time to fix it and then not guaranteeing the fix is the problem. That's why hard drives are kind of disposable. We got mechanical failure, and it did sound like there was mechanical failure. I know, I remember. I remember, man. Like I said, it does sound like the actual mechanical arm is broken on it. Worn out. And could be motor, could be the actual run of it. I mean, there's so many things that could be wrong with that. I mean, luckily it's a 4 terabyte. If you're working on like an 18 terabyte, holy crap. Have you ever seen the inside of an 18 terabyte and up? Oh my god. Just wild. No, definitely not. Alright, sounds good there, Born. I wouldn't say an idiot. Oh, you could put stupid and slow in the same sentence for you there, Mo. You could put both of them in the same sentence for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near you anyways. Nowhere near ya. Yeah, it was a rough start. I mean, you got it all sorted out, did you not? For the AIO? Yeah, okay. Not really nothing wrong with deep cool. You're just unlucky that way. I mean, I don't even know if we can get deep cool cases right now, can we? Yeah, I know I should. I know I should. I should message people in the Discord, send in their setups. I mean, they got a bunch of people do like that have done it, just not everyone. 100%. 100%. See a Mac in the corner of a picture. Delete. No one needs to see that e-waste. 'Cause I mean, that sounds like the optimal PC build. Don't touch my little Vienna sausages. I would say so. Top the. I don't know if you can top that pink build, man. That pink build was made for you. I don't know why you sold it. You put all that blood, sweat, and tears into that pink build, and then you sold it. Dave, he's not too happy. 31, about 31 at 33 humidity. Yeah, he's alive. He's alive. He's not too happy, of course. It is hot, and humidity is low. Well, I mean, it's not super low, but low enough. Yeah, poor Dave. What, Gabby? You like to say hi? You want to say hi? The room is cooler? Yeah, for like almost 9 years. It's the other place I couldn't have her. So my mom was taking care of her. I've had her not 9 years, 8 years. 8 years. Yeah, I've had her for a long time. Back to Future theme built the right 300 tower with around LC screen display that image of flux capacitor and some Back to the Future toy center inside the case. That'd be nice. Yeah, I would say so. She was not a happy kitty while she is away from me, but she survived at least. She got fat. At least she lost some weight. She's not fat anymore. She's just a big cat. She's just a really big kitty. Bigger than most, let's say that. She's not fat. She did gain some weight. You know, my mom fed her more than what I said. Let's just say that. Yeah, she's not fat, right, Gabby? You're not fat. You're just fluffy. Yeah, get it right. Bigger than most. Ah, she's not fat. Yeah, you're just a big kitty, aren't you? All right, come on. That's not how it works. I'm not picking you up. I'm not picking you up. Okay, I'm picking you up. Come here. All right. All right. There you go. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? You want to lay down? And flop. Oh my goodness. There you go. You happy? I'm calling you fat. We're calling you fat. You take that? Yeah. You can get the eye. Oh. Yeah. Tomorrow night I'll be doing a bunch of overclocking. Tomorrow night. I'll probably get a system set up so that way I can do overclocking on my main system to make sure I can get decent scores. Tomorrow night's supposed to be a decent temperature. Tonight, no. Tomorrow night should be nicer. Tonight's not gonna get to all that chilly. Well, you're falling. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a whole bunch of overclocking tomorrow night on my main system with the 1080 Ti. I even throw in the GTX 770 just so I can get some scores myself. Could be in a 420 build? Nice. Yeah, the 6700 XT is a decent card. You can find them for a really good price, too. Should be able to. Not saying you will. Should be able to, though. That'd be pretty cool, board. 280? That's US, right? They should be cheaper. Like you should be looking around like 225, 250. That's the kind of price I would pay Canadian for one. Oh, gotcha. I guess, yeah. I guess that makes sense. The Sapphire Nitro is nice. I've always liked the Sapphire Nitros. Always liked them. Oh yeah, they're cool, yeah. Yeah, they are. And they're generally a nice OC on them from factory too. They just perform better than normal. Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to find the Sapphire Nitro 5060, okay? God. God, Born. God. God, man. Yeah, like brand new, yeah. They're a good looking card. They perform pretty good. 12 gigs of VRAM is decent. They're not really a 4K card. They're more like a 1440p card, but they're still good. Yeah, what were you thinking? God. Born. God. 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 You still 4K on them? That's brutal. I mean, there's gotta be some pretty low end 4K games. I mean, I guess on Apex Legends you technically could, no problem. No, exactly. Why, man? Why would you even think about it? God. I mean, you get on certain games, the i7 3770K with the GTX 1080 Ti does 4K, 60, 80 frames per second on some games. So, I mean, yeah, it's not like you need a high end system for 4K, depending on the game. God, Born. God. God. I still can't believe you, Born. God. That's all I shoot for on my NES emulator. Uh, Better than the 24 frames per second you normally get. I mean, that pink build should get at least 700 frames per second, man. Why shoot for 120 when that pink build probably did like 700? It's an absolute monster. Stunning and powerful. I do hear you on that there, Z. Exactly. Yeah, building the break competition, not your wallet. Your weakest build? No, man. Definitely not. You can't say pink is weak, man. Strong, like all them independent women out there. Oh my god, I crack myself up sometimes. The video card, oh, so it's definitely doing 700 frames per second. Had the Mark 5 unit, oof. That was a contender. Building them gives you more experience, right? I know you were saying she only plays that. She needs a 5090. She needs a 5090, man. God. How come we not got her that 5090 to play Stardew Valley on? God. So I want to check it. Oh, not what I wanted. I want to check out stage 4. No one has done stage 4 yet. Used 2 processor cores in total, and they used a Pentium Gold. Exactly, Born. Exactly. You got that right, man. I mean, she's probably one of the best in that games, man. I bet she is the best in that game. Is it? PC lighting. We're not gonna demonetize because of that. I only see 5700X. I only see 5700X, man, not 5800X. God, man. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought so. That's when I clicked. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. The gangsta music. You're terrible with the camera, though. You're too zoomed in, man. You're too zoomed in. Barely see the PC build. I mean, I can see the sapphire. I can see the purple. I mean, it's so purple. Yeah. Yeah, it's 5700X. God, man. Get it right. God. X gonna give it to you. Apparently making colorful PC builds is one of them skills. Pink, purple. That's your style, man. Pink and purple. Pink and purple, pink and purple. uh, no, they look good. Oh, 100%. It's more than plenty. More than plenty. No, the PCs look good. I mean, the builds look good. They look clean. They look clean. But, I mean, your camera skill, I mean, you can only see so much of the PC. You gotta do like that back far away, going into it, zooming back out to it, and then going back into it. Gotta get that montage done right, man. You gotta get that montage. And go with the music. Boop, boop the phone. You're using the phone, right? And man, start streaming too. You gotta start streaming. You'll get more subscribers faster if you start streaming stuff off your PC. I mean, you don't really need a chest rig. I mean, helps, I guess. It's gonna give it to you what? He, yeah, you know, he has actually pretty steady hands, so he has a pretty steady hand. It's just you need to see more. You need to see more. You gotta have one, yeah. There you go, man. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now here. From the bottom, now here. Yeah, no. Yeah, YouTube with its weird monetization, or what you could say is kind of odd. I mean, you can't top the pink build, man. You can't top it, man. Stop trying to do better than the pink build. Just try to live up to the pink build's expectations. That's all you gotta do, man. That 420 build sounds pretty cool. I think people will like it. Thanks, gonna give it to you what? As far as value, yeah. Trueborn, I agree with that. It'd be hard to beat it for the price, for sure. For sure, for sure. It is, man. I mean, it's gonna be hard to top it. It's gonna be hard to top it. Trying to get so trying to get into your build. I'll be back. I'll be back. She looked concerned. And all I can think of is why and how could you spend the much and only get that? Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. What? Yeah, that's the main thing you want to do is get deals, especially if you're selling PCs. I mean, still, it doesn't matter whether or not you got bragging rights on the PC. It's whether or not it's going to do whatever the person wants at, an affordable price. A cheap used one. It's so hard to find cheap hardware. It's like a full PC build without a GPU that's going to be respectable price. At least in my opinion. $16.50. Still good for a lot of games. I hear ya. Yeah. Plus, gotta have that cash. Cash is king. Cash is king. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely decent. It's definitely decent. I mean, you really can't complain. Yep, no driver support is a yeah. But I mean, for older games, it's not like it's gonna be an issue. It's just for newer games. Yep. Still play it. You can still play games with it. Yeah, and it's more or less just a RAM. Yeah, they already took out the 10,000 series support. The Soyo B450 motherboard. Soyo. 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 certain mother 14th gen came out a year ago, yeah. I mean, it'll still last her, right? Like the components will stay cooler too, so it's not like it's a big deal. Only plays Minecraft. I mean, depending on how you're playing, the Minecraft can be pretty strenuous. I mean, a 5090 can barely play it on some HD settings. Which, in my opinion, that's pretty wild. Pretty wild indeed. Yep. Uses up to 31 gigs of VRAM. And that's not even full mods, apparently. That's not even full mods at 4K. Apparently, you can put more mods onto it. Which is wild. 31 gigs. Pretty wild. You know, all on your phone. I mean, just regular Minecraft, yeah. At least in my opinion, it's pretty wild. Those HD mods are wild. Yeah, with a D1 chip, only 100K. Cheap. Barely touching it. Barely touching it. That's wild. I mean, it's not impressive, but I mean, at least the components are gonna last a long time. Like I said, they're gonna stay nice and cool. I mean, in some ways, it's just nice to use it. No, you only get to kill a GPU if you like hammer the GPU at high temperatures. I don't get how these people destroy their stuff. Probably because they're just idiots and put in small PC builds, no cooling. Um, what should I do? Oh, big stretchy. What should I do? What do you do when you live in a shoe? Oh, brutal. Brutal. It's fine using 100% of your GPU. The usage is fine. It's whether or not the load is extreme. I don't get people the usage. Usage is fine. The load type is what matters. Temperature matters. An Zeus monitor? Yeah, I used to have an old Zeus monitor. Yeah, headroom. And yeah, there's a lot of things that go into play on to. It's more or less temperature. It's temperatures you really got to worry about. Yeah, above 77 degrees Celsius on a GPU is not good. Yeah, I remember all the components that are on it are hot too then. Guaranteed. Like, the core translates to actual board temperature too, which not good. Yeah, 65 C on a GPU is nice temperature. Yeah, exactly. It's already so hot. And the components on it are already so hot. Yeah, 65 is not bad. Yeah, remember it also goes to your hotspot temperature is usually hotter too. Nah, it's decent temps. Yeah, the hot spots are generally anywhere from 7 to 15 degree hotter. Depends on GPUs, depends on how well it is, silicon is, the etching done on. There's a lot that goes into the hot spot. Let's go in frame. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Is neural compression? No, I have not. I never got a notification on it. I didn't get any kind of notification. If it gets too hot. So that's one of my old thermal probes has that. Has an alarm on it if it reaches too high of a temperature. Yep, it's good to do. Your video, I haven't got any notifications for your videos. I do know about the smooth motion and that. It's supposed to be good. It's nice they put it for the 40 series cards. Yeah, the extra steps. It's worth it. There's many things that you can do that are worth it. Whether or not you're gonna want to do it, nah. Yeah, you gotta love YouTube sometimes. It's YouTube's wild sometimes for that regards. Yeah, because the thermal paste and or whatever they're using for the GPUs generally isn't as good. Oh, we're just talking. Just shooting everything PC related. That's what we're doing. Though normal. It's relaxing. It's still quite hot, so I can't really do a whole lot. Well, I mean, I can do stuff, but I would like my room to go cooler, because, yeah, it's not going to get all that cool tonight, unfortunately. Very unfortunate. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nicer night. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be like that. It's going to be nice. Tomorrow night's supposed to be really nice. Where it belongs. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Again, for some people, it's really good. Got the Intel inside. Man, I remember. Oh my god. I don't think they have that slogan anymore. Yep. It's got that Intel inside. Repeat? Oh man, I should find that. I should find that. It's got that Intel inside. I should. I should find it. Found it. Oh my god, I found it. I found it, guys. I found it. Oh my god. 480p. Can't get any better either. One sec here. One sec here. You can't get better quality than this too. Audio. One second, guys. Slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. We have the sound. Should be on. Bam. Good old
This
ad.
symbol
Intel
outside
inside.
says inside
oh my
you'll
god.
find a lasting commitment to performance. Intel 486 and
Oh,
486
Intel
DX2
486 and
processors,
486
bringing advanced software to life all around the
DX2.
world.
Oh
And now,
my,
the
Intel
Intel
Pentium.
processor, the
The
newest
old
generation of compatible power.
Pin
The
grid
Pentium
array
processor,
CPUs.
another powerful reason for insisting on
Beautiful.
Intel Inside.
Ah. Oh, so good. So good, man. Yeah, do da do do pa. Yeah, man. Canadian geese. Oh man, gotta love it. No, I don't have a PO box, unfortunately. They cost too much right now for me, man. They cost too much. Cause I'm really old. Yeah, it's a dual Xeon. Yep. Yup, that's the ML350G6 HP ProLiant. Takes about 10 minutes to even turn on. Takes forever to do initialization on it. Yup, gotta love it. You have a crown? What? Oh, number 3. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get the 96 XT next. I mean, for $50 more, 16 gigabytes is a better deal. Still not the most powerful GPU, but I mean, you could say you have 16 gigs of VRAM. Yup. Takes about that for a RAM test. Actually, it does more in RAM test. It does um, sensors for the CPU coolers that's on it. So whether or not it has the mounting pressure for it, RAM tests, PCI Express tests. It has a whole bunch of tests for it. It's 230 megahertz CPU, 4 megabyte RAM, double speed CD-ROM, and whopping 512 megabyte hard drive. Oof. Oh yeah, the old Cyrix, yeah. Yup. The old Cyrix. Oh, the prices are wild back then too. I mean, new technology. Didn't have to play off a disc. Yeah. Oh, 100% was the pink. Yeah, it was the pink build, man. It was definitely the pink build that got you the crown. You're now number 3. Born still number 1. Going strong. Going strong. Six months later, it's a complete piece of crap. Yep. Because they're updating all the time. That old piece of junk that you bought for 2 grand plus, it's worthless now. Now you gotta buy this. for, for the pink build. Grand and PC now, you know you're gonna get probably at least 5 years. About, yeah. I mean, depending on what you're doing, man, it'll last you a long time. Depends on what you're doing. All the time. All depends. I mean, what am I going on for my build? 4 years now. It's gotta be mind blowing. Well, it's definitely a lot of blowing. Don't know. There's something about having a processor that's in the top 20 that makes me feel better about that, even if that's not all about gaming. Yeah. For what? I mean, I got records. I only did one test yesterday with 1080 Ti. I got second for the competition, but I'll be trying to go for first. Keep the score up. It's just, it was a little warm. A little warm. So, I mean, I just need to get 2,000 more points, which is pretty much easy to achieve, to be honest, which I'll be going for tomorrow. CPU highest overclock? My 13900K, 6.4 gigahertz. Nothing crazy. RAM 8200, again 4 DIMM board. Probably be going for just over 8200. I want to beat BuildZoid's highest DDR5 overclock for RAM, which is 8202. I think he did, so 8202. So I should be able to beat that. Just haven't really gone to get, you know, try to get better in 8200 right now. Yeah. Is that true? Yeah, his source. Nah. Everywhere I find, it's literally just rumored from a few people that they're working on 6.4. Does not mean it's working. They're working on 6.4. Yeah, they might be aiming for 7 gigahertz, but they're working on 6.4. You might see 6.2. If they see 6.2 on a single core, it's still good for AMD. What is your problem? What? Hi. What do you want? You want up? No? Yeah, yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, AMD with their best CPU right now on Liquid Nitrogen, I think it's doing 6.8. But they're going down a whole bunch of nodes, apparently. If you're running other tasks simultaneously that reduce performance, what would get a better frame rate? 14K or more cores would help in that scenario. Yep. The 9800X3D is like strictly gaming CPU. You shouldn't be doing any tasks in the background. You will lose performance. I mean, it depends on. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be other processes going in the background. They use too many at a time, it's gonna affect the performance of the game. Unless you have a lot of cores, more cores. That's why I suggest CPU like minimum 12 core, minimum 12 core CPU if you're gonna do like what I'm doing, streaming and gaming at the same time. That's the main thing. If you're just streaming, you don't need a hefty PC. Yeah, it has to earn a living too. Yep. Colorful, isn't it? Colorful did it. Yep. And the $500,000 Asus graphics card made of gold has 11 pounds of gold. No, the first one was just gold plated. The Holly. This one's an Asus one that's literally made of gold. 11 pounds of gold worth $500,000. Just 11 pounds of gold, and then you got the actual hardware for it, like the actual PCB, the cooler, the fans. 11 pounds of gold. Yeah, for certain things, yeah. I mean, if you're getting like the 9950X 3D and you're doing content creation on a single PC, it's good. Yeah, I did the Holly. How's it going, Joe? How's it going, Joe? Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying if you're just strictly gaming, yeah, the 9900X3D is good. But remember, it's 8 cores. It's the only downside. It's 8 cores. It's strictly made for gaming. Yep. That's why if AMD gets these CPUs up and running for their Zen 6 with more cores, it's going to be beneficial. It really will. But they're going to have to make sure it has more cores. Yeah. gaming and productivity, or gaming while streaming on a single PC. I'm talking single PC setups. Yeah, the price of it's not worth, in my opinion. Again, the 1% lows are not great. They're not great. The 1% lows are not great. Yeah, the average frame rate's awesome, but the 1% lows are not great. Yeah, I guess nothing. That's the main thing. How's the puppy? That's good. The frame is so high, it's not going to be a difference even if you're in a competition. Good. She's just stretching. Do you want up? Like, you keep yelling at me. Stretching out farther is not going to help you reach me. I know you're trying to. Come on. She's such a twit. She's doing good. She's doing good. Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of actually streamers that have like the AMD setups, like 9900 XTDs and that. And yeah, the PCs aren't doing so hot. Some of them, their PCs are not starting up. They're crashing weird ways. I mean, the PCs weren't even turning on. That's brutal. Oh, we've already hit summer here. It got real warm today. Stuff messing up. What's messing up? Go on, I gotta show this. Save him. Go. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I shall show down. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. I found it. Boom. There we go. Boom. Let me grab this. We go click, 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 click. Ta-da. Wait, whoop. I want not that. This. There we go. What is this, guys? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? Can anybody tell me what this is? I guess some people saying that the i5 isn't affected whether the BIOS are updated. It is. People are idiots. It's the i9s. They're saying that even the 65-watt CPUs are affected. It's affected due to the fact the motherboard was making it so the CPU got more voltage. No, it's the i9s. Typically, we are into summer and everything's blown and crispy out. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hopefully it cools down for you. Born saying Zelda soap. Frame saying, well, and all I had to do is blow in it. You would like to see that, wouldn't you, Frame? NES cartridge. That's the most rare Zelda ever, right? Unless I'm thinking NES. I think you're thinking NES. Born. Born is correct. That's actually soap. That's literally soap. That's not an actual cartridge. That is actually freaking soap. Isn't that wild? You can get like basically any game for N64 like this. And it looks like this. That's how good it looks. It's actually soap. So great, yeah. Man, I mean, I just saw it, I was like, man, they're really washing those. I mean, that doesn't make sense washing them too with the stickers like that. And then it's like, yeah, it's soap. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's actually soap. Yeah. Had me fooled. The caption was at below after reading it, relax, it's just soap. It's just soap. Calm your titties, everybody. Yeah, it looks like it'll plug right in. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, right? Plug it into the old N64. Oh man, that'd be wild. It doesn't seem to want to turn on. Did you blow in it? Did you blow in it? It could just be dusty. You know, it's technically one of the worst things to do for it is to blow in it. And think of them when people use it to slap out their hand, they say, "What are you doing?" Yeah, what are you doing? You crazy fool. It just made bubbles. No way. I wish I could do like the hand thing. B.O.B. You son of a bee. Ah, it's so funny. I got that correct, right? I said that correct? I think so. I got to jump in the shower. Well, have fun in the shower. Take her easy. I'll try to be on. I'll try to be on. It's almost midnight. Almost midnight. I kind of do want my room to be a bit cooler. It's still over 30 degrees. Still over 30 degrees Celsius. Isn't that right? You coming up? Oh, you're itching your way. You coming? You coming? Oh, look at this. Hello. Man, I should make myself a quick hot dog here. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Can't say you can't do what you gotta do, man. We all do what we gotta do. Hey, no. But I'll be back in a minute. Maybe two, but I'll be back in a minute. I have to go grab a quick food here and get some water. No, not. It's not really the 7,000. It's the 9,000. Apparently, people aren't really having the issues with the 7,000. It's the 9,000. It's not even just the X3D. It's all 9,000s. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Mm. Excuse me. La, la, la. All right, I'll be back, and let's see if I'm gonna still stream or not here. All right, probably gonna end this stream here. It's midnight now, and I want to cool down my room. Still over 30 degrees, so I would like to cool down for tomorrow. So, yeah, end the stream, guys. Gonna end. Yeah. So again, thank you to all my viewers, subscribers, and donors. You guys help this channel more than you know. That's it for this one. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for tonight. Yep. It's another boring stream. So, thanks, man. Hope you have a good night as well. You should get good sleep for tomorrow. Again, as always, don't forget to get her done. Peace.